Hey everybody, welcome back to Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Before we get to those pitches, remember, hit that subscribe button. We just passed 96,000 subscribers, on the road to 100,000, and need you on board. Join Ninja Nation, hit subscribe, and without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Charlie Morton, who didn't have an overpowering outing, but did have this curveball with almost 3,200 RPMs. Look how filthy that is. He also had a 98-mile-an-hour fastball this game, which is pretty darn impressive since Morton is 38 years old now. Mitch Keller showed off his new sinker. Look at these things. They are nasty. And here's an overlay of his sinker with his four-seam fastball, and you can see the difference in movement. It reminds me of a former Pirate pitcher, Clay Holmes' sinker. If Keller can command this sinker, it may take his whole pitch arsenal to another level. Here's Keller talking about his new sinker.
It's been a pitch ever since I threw one sinker in the Chicago outing where I came out of the bullpen. I actually hit Contreras with it, so we didn't throw it again. And then the next outing I threw a little bit more, and then tonight just felt really good with it midweek, and then how it's been progressing throughout. So let's see what it's at, because I mean my changeup's got really good movement too, so it was kind of going to mimic that and throw it 95 to 97. Yeah, so it works out great.
Devin Smeltzer had 4 Ks in 6 2/3 innings, including this one might have been a little bit low, although Tyrion Lannister thought it caught the knees. Jacob Junis had this wicked slider. Christian Javier had 4 strikeouts and this dirty slider. Jordan Montgomery had 4 Ks thanks to his wicked breaking ball, and he even K'd Taylor Ward, which made this a Montgomery Ward K. I think they have a special on those in their summer catalog. Frankie Montas had 5 strikeouts in 7 innings thanks to this gas. Kevin Gausman had a few nasty splitters, and here's an overlay of a splitter in his fastball, which shows you why that splitter is impossible to hit. It looks indistinguishable from his fastball, and then dives to the dirt. Lucas Giolito didn't have a great game, but I love this illustration of how tough it is to umpire. Here are 2 sliders from the same at-bat. One was called a ball, one was a strike, and here they are overlaid. Can you tell the difference? Mariners rookie George Kirby had 8 strikeouts in 6 innings and looked great. I mean, look at these sliders, absolutely filthy. And he combines that filth with a fastball that was touching 97 miles an hour. If he's available in your fantasy league, you may want to give him a look. Martin Perez had this wicked cutter and painted two-seamer in his outing. He had 5 strikeouts in 7 innings and has a 1.42 ERA this season. Amazing. Speaking of amazing, Luis Castillo's changeup, well, that's amazing. He had 10 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up only 1 hit thanks to his dominant changeup. He also had a wicked slider working and a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. But Castillo's changeup, that might have been my filthiest pitch of the night. He outdueled Michael Wacha, who was also brilliant, and had this changeup sword. Blake Snell had a solid outing with 6 strikeouts in 6 innings, but he was outdueled by Adam Wainwright. Adam Wainwright had these beautiful curveballs and these wicked sinkers or two-seamers that he was painting with. I mean, this was pure pitching at its best. He had 10 strikeouts in 7 innings, giving up only 2 hits. Not too shabby for a 40-year-old dude. Now on to my filthiest relievers. Alexis Diaz had these vicious sliders. Diaz now has a 1.13 ERA this season. Tyler Rogers had this fastball slider combo, and I wanted to use this to illustrate how Tyler Rogers' slider actually drops less than his fastball. This is amazing. You see the overlay here, and that fastball drops and the slider keeps rising. What is up with that? The reason for it is because of Tyler Rogers' release. Everything you know about pitch movement, well, it's kind of backwards with this submarine release. Lastly, Camilo Doval had this White Castle special with a side of sword. And now, my Pitching Ninja moment of zen. This is either a Dad of the Year candidate or a guy who's wanted by the authorities for child endangerment.